Rahul here, Punch Out Boxing, and I am speaking to Anas El Abid, originally from
Yes,
Marrakesh, now based in Germany, I
yes,
believe. Is that correct?
yes, it's correct. I was born in Morocco but when I was a year and a half, I came here with my parents and with my elder brother, and I grew up here in Germany. It's not that I grew up in Morocco, and yes, this is how it is.
All right. Well, great to speak to you. As we just said, I know you're doing Ramadan fasting, so we won't spend
Yes,
too long. But yeah,
no
you've hit the
problem.
news because you have been selected for the
Mm.
Riyadh Grand Prix tournament. So really exciting news for you and for us, the fans. But I just want to introduce yourself to the fans over here in the UK. Looks like you had quite a
Yes,
good amateur pedigree representing Germany, and yeah, can you just tell us about that? How did you get into boxing, and yeah, why did you get into boxing?
yes. I started boxing when I was 14 years old. I was before I was playing soccer and some table tennis.
Hmm.
But every time when I came home, I didn't feel like I did enough. I was always active, and I needed something that brings the power out of me. And just I found boxing, and from there on, I'm still enjoying it.
Well, that's the main thing, and doing very well. So yeah, in the amateurs, what sort of success did you have? Did you win any competitions?
Yes, I had 56 fights and 38 wins, some losses, 18 losses.
Hmm.
And I did some international fights, and I was German champion in 2021, I think it was. I
Hmm.
had some championships here in Germany and international fights with USA, with Netherlands, Belgium, France. It was good fights.
Yeah, indeed, fantastic. Notice you even fought a couple of our British fighters in the amateurs. So so
I
yeah, you've
I
got
fought one guy. He was from England. One guy.
yeah, George Davey, I believe is
One guy. George Davy, yes, and I think someone from Ireland.
yeah, you fought Ryan O'Rourke. This was that
Yes, yes,
Eindhoven Cup, I believe. So yeah,
yes. This was in yeah,
you've since been a professional now for, what is it, 4 years? Um, yeah,
4 years.
you've already won the IBO youth title. But tell us, how did the entry into the WBC Grand Prix tournament come about?
It's a little bit funny because I didn't know that my manager was looking out for this tournament. He just told me they're gonna good will be good fights for you. I just said okay, I'm waiting. And I think a month ago he said to me, okay, we did I did the registration for you for the tournament, and let's look they're gonna accept or not because I turned 27 last year, and
Mhm.
I think there was some rules with you couldn't be older than 26, and I was a little bit worried, but it went well.
All right, well, they made an exception for you, so that's great.
Yeah,
Um, so you're going to be competing at middleweight.
yeah.
Great division, and unlike a lot of the rivals, you've got a bit of experience. Like I said, you've fought some 10 rounders already. I don't think a lot of your rivals have had those sort of fights yet.
Yes, I watched some of the fighters. They are gonna be participate on the tournament. They are good fighters there.
Mhm.
They are very good quality guys.
Yeah, I guess that's the purpose of this tournament to find the best young prospects upcoming. There's going to be guys from all over the world, different styles. Is there any
Yes.
particular of your rivals that you think they might be quite a threat or quite a danger?
I didn't spend much time on looking on these guys, but I watched a few guys and yes, good fighters, good skills, and I'm looking forward to this challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, middleweight is such a prestigious division. And you do well
Yeah.
in this tournament, you'll be sort of right up there in the world rankings. Is that the aim to sort of try and get into those big title fights?
Yes, of course, of course. Well, will and obviously fight the good guy national.
Yes, indeed. What can we expect from you in terms of your style? Obviously, a lot of us haven't seen you fight yet. What sort of fight has been your influence in terms of the way you fight?
Yes, when I grew up, I watched a lot of uh, of uh, of some fighters of like aggressive fighters. Everyone who has good skills, I watch him, and from everyone I pick something that suits my style, and I work on it. It depends.
Hmm. Can you name some of your favorite fighters, both past and present?
Favorite fighters. I don't have one favorite fighter, but yeah, a lot of guys like Crawford, Terence Crawford, because of
Hmm.
his agility, his speed, his ring IQ is very good. I like Chris Eubank Jr. from
Okay.
England, throw a lot of punches and doesn't get tired. I like the old generation.
So, what's it like in Germany? I know one of the promoters, Kalle Sauerland, said since probably 2000,
Yeah.
after Klitschko lost his titles, boxing possibly lost a lot of popularity in Germany. Is is that true, would you say?
Yes, it's a big problem here in Germany. I think in the last 7 years, 8, 10 years, boxing fell down here. The TVs aren't very interested in spending much money on boxing because I don't know the real reason, but it's not popular anymore here in Germany, and the sponsors are not willing to pay to put money on sports. It's very difficult. You have to quite look out for yourself in the start. I had to build my balance, my record. I had I had lots of sponsors that helped me
Mhm.
to pay training, pay everything, and that's a big problem here in Germany.
Well, you know what makes the sport popular again? Success. So we've seen Ajit
Yeah,
Kabayel, of course, doing great things at
yeah,
heavyweight. If he can win the heavyweight title, that could bring
yeah,
interest
he's
back.
doing
And
good.
of course, if you can go go away and win some tournaments,
Yes, of course.
um, that could bring a lot of popularity back. Who knows?
Yeah,
So, how do you
yes,
assess
yes.
the middleweight division at the moment? Recently, we had one of our boys, Hamza Shiraz. He went to Riyadh. He couldn't beat the champion
Yeah.
Adames. We got the Kazakh Janibek Alimkhanuli. He's considered the number one. How do you see the middleweight division now?
Yes, I think uh, yes, the champions are good. They are good, and, but I think they are not fighting each other. Champions, the
Mhm.
good ones. I don't know why. Boxing is a lot of politics, but yes, the middleweight division is a good division, and the concurrence is very, very big, very high.
Yeah, who do you think's the number one middleweight in the world at the moment?
Number one middleweight at the moment. Yes, yes, this guy Johnny Bek from Kazakhstan.
He's
He's
from
he's
Kazakhstan, yeah.
strong. He's good.
Yeah.
He's strong. He's good. Um, who else? Carlos Adames. Yes, he is a good fighter. He's a good fighter. That's why he's a WBC champion. They didn't get it as a present. They worked hard for it.
Hmm.
And who else?
I think we got
In the middleweight.
Edislandi Lara, the Cuban. He has one of the belts as
Oh,
well.
yes, Sandero, yes, yes. Yes, he was super welterweight champion,
Yeah,
or the thing welterweight, and he moved up.
he did, yeah.
He moved up in weight. Yes, he's also very good, very slick, very good skills. But I don't see the champions fighting each other. That's why I don't know who's the real the real one.
Well, we've seen riyadhseason establish an undisputed champion at heavyweight and light heavyweight. Let's hope they can do the same in your division, middleweight, make it a lot more exciting.
Of course, yeah.
Um, but before then, of course, you've got to obviously get through that tournament. It's just what, 1 month away before you fly to Riyadh.
Yes.
Have you been to Saudi Arabia before?
No, I never been there. No. It's gonna be, inshallah, my first time, and
Mhm.
yes, I'm looking forward to it.
I just wondered, do you speak any Arabic?
I can speak Arabic, but in Morocco we have another how you call it
Dialect?
uh, dialect, of course. Yes, the Arabic in Saudi Arabia is a little bit different.
Mhm.
It's a little bit different, but I understand. I understand Arabic. I speak, but not that fluent. But but my language, I speak it very well, very good.
Well, maybe if you meet Turki Al Sheikh, have a word with him in
Yes,
Arabic.
yeah,
Maybe he'll
yeah,
sign you up.
that's gonna be no problem. If I meet him, I'm gonna talk very fluent.
Yes, indeed. So I've spoke to a few of the fighters already. The format of the tournament hasn't yet been revealed. But I guess
Yes,
first things first, you have to wait to see who your opponent is, and then basically keep winning, and then you return back to Riyadh several times this year.
yes, I think if everything went gonna go well, you have five fights, and
Mhm.
this means you have to come there every 2 months. The first fight is in April, then you have 2 months off, then April, May, June, and then yes, every two months.
Wow. So it's going to be a busy schedule. But again, for you young upcomers, it's perfect because at least you have that sort of activity and that target. Whereas a
Yes,
lot of fighters, as you said, especially say in Germany where it isn't so popular, often you can have a lot of inactivity and you don't know when your next fight is.
yes. I like to be active. I like it because you stay in shape, you stay in training, so you have always the goal. And
Mhm.
That's very, very important for the young athletes. Don't rest too much in between fights.
Yeah,
And
indeed.
the time is going, is ticking, and people are not fighting. That's a big problem.
I just got to ask you about a couple of those favorite fighters of yours because they're both coming up to really big fights. Just next
Yeah,
month. In fact, Chris Eubank Jr. He's fighting Conor Ben. I don't know if you know, here in
yeah,
England, that is such a big fight. I mean, it's going to be at
yeah.
Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's already sold out. The whole country's talking about it. Yeah, what's your views on that fight? How do you see it going?
Of course, I watched the history of the parents, of the fathers. That they fought, I think, 2 times. One win for Eubank, and one was a draw, I think.
Yeah.
And that's why the both guys, Eubank Jr. and Connor, have big pressure. They want to continue the the winning streak of their families. And I watched the interviews, and it's got a little bit personal, and that's what it makes it that interesting. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Very, very good fight.
Have you got a fight prediction for that? How it goes?
No prediction, but I just think that Eubank is just too big for him
Hmm.
because he is a 160 fighter, and Conor Ben comes from 147. And I think he is strong enough to have a good fight with Eubank, but when Eubank fights at 160, his workaround right is, I think, 180 to 185, something like this. And that's why we have weight classes. It matters. And I don't know. Skill-wise, Conor Ben can do it, but the weight challenge, the height challenge, is gonna be something new for him, I think. But I like both fighters. I like them both. I watch them and wish them both success.
Yes, indeed. And of course, the other one, your other favorite fighter, is Terence Crawford. Of course, he's also making a huge jump in size to fight Canelo Alvarez. I mean, can he do it? As you said, he's got a great ring IQ. At least Canelo is the same height as him, even if he's much heavier. If he can pull it off, what a win that'd be.
Yes, of course, of course. He's also doing two weight classes, but I think his normal weight and size doesn't fit for the super middleweight, and you don't know how he weighs in the off season. I just think also he's just too big, too powerful. If he catches Crawford with good clean fight, good clean punches, it could be very hard for Crawford. But he's very slick. He's very good movement, and maybe he can win it because of his skills. Never know.
Hmm. Well, that's what makes it fascinating. I'll be tuning in at like all fans. If that fight goes
Oh,
ahead in September, of course, Canelo has to beat William Skull
yeah.
May 1st. All right, Anas. Thank you for the introduction to yourself. Is there anything you want to add?
No, there's nothing I want to add. Thank you.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure. I want to wish you
Yeah.
the rest of Ramadan, a good Ramadan, and Eid
Thank
Mubarak
you.
for a few weeks from now.
Yes,
And
Mubarak.
best wishes in Riyadh in
Yeah,
the Grand Prix tournament. We hope you do well there, and
very good. Thank you, my
should
friend.
speak
Thank you.
again
Thank you.
soon.
I'm looking forward to it.